Hello everyone, it's Natalie from NatalieDesign.com. Today I want to show you 3 different ways to make mandalas. For that, I created 3 different files for you, and in addition, I even have the coloring version and printable if that's what you prefer. Now, I wondered a lot about how a mandala could become a useful project, so I asked my subscribers about it and they suggested several great ideas. So I invite you to go check out on my blog to view all the great ideas they told me, and the link is in the description of this video. The first mandala that we're going to make is the simpler one. I did it in 12 by 12. That's actually 11.5 by 11.5 in Cricut Design Space, and we are going to assemble it in a basic way, meaning that it's going to be one layer glued on top of the other. But I want to give you a little warning about the topmost layer because I designed it very thin. You can see the way I'm peeling it off the mat. I really had to go very, very delicately, and I used my scraper and it still went pretty well. But if you want to scale down this mandala, I suggest that you maybe remove the top layer because it will be extremely thin that way. So to assemble the mandala, I was glad, very glad, that I used my glue pen. It's super useful, especially when you get to the top layers that are very thin and all those delicate and precise work. Also, you may see small dots on this layer right here, but don't worry about it. These are defaults that were in my original SVG file, and I only noticed them once the layer was cut. So it is corrected right now, but you know, I didn't want to waste a whole 12 by 12 paper. So my mandala will stay that way, but yours will probably be way more beautiful than mine. And that's okay, I'm totally fine with that. If ever there are small pieces that are not glued, you can still use a little piece of cardstock. That's what I do, and I just put glue on it and slide it under the pieces that are lifting up. Then just press well. Don't bother if the glue overflows a little, just wipe it with your fingers. There's no problem there. And finally, to make sure it was sticking well together, I decided to turn it upside down and slip it underneath my laptop so it had the time to stick and stay flat. I really liked how it turned out. The fact that the darker colors are in the back and the lighter on top, it gives a lot of depth to the mandala, even though it's not a 3D one. And talking of a 3D mandala, that's what we're going to do with the second one. It's a 12 by 12 file also, but in Cricut Design Space, I resized it to 6 by 6. To make it in 3D, you have several possibilities. On my blog, I linked to craft foam tape that you can buy and use, but I didn't want to buy anything right now, and I wanted to use what I already had. You could use some leftover chipboard, thick cardstock, or even a cereal box. As for myself, I found some foam that probably came with one of my kids' games at some point. I'm really not sure. I keep way too many things, but at least this one is going to be worth it. This foam has a sticky side. I first tried to put some glue on the other side, but the easiest thing to do is to use the sticky side first and then add the glue on the other side. So I suggest you cut the foam into small pieces that fits on the mandala, and you paste the side with the sticker first and then put a dot of glue with the pencil glue everywhere and stick the layer over, and so on and so on and so on. Here again, the upper layer had been resized and it was very thin. I could have cut some smaller pieces of foam, but you know, I'm not really that patient, so I decided to glue it directly on the mandala, and I must say that I find it super cute that way. I think it's my favorite. I like the colors and the 3D effect. It's really cute. The idea behind the third mandala came to me when one of my subscribers told me that she didn't really like mandalas because she was mostly making cards. Well, I told myself, yes, cards. Why not use a mandala to make a card? But instead of just taking a mandala and sticking it on top of a card, I wanted the mandala to be integrated into the card. So as you can see, the pink layer is the card, and it has holes in it that are part of the mandala. When you upload the SVG file into Cricut Design Space, you are going to change both red lines to score. Then you'll need to attach them to the associated layer. It's really easy to see since the layers are already grouped together. Once everything is cut, glue the white cardstock inside the card, and that's when you'll see that the pink pattern is revealed. Then simply glue the other layers of mandala on top of each other. It makes a really nice card that you can maybe send to someone you love or a friend. I really had a lot of fun making the mandalas. I hope you'll have fun too. I would love if you would come to my Facebook group and show me the colors you choose to make your mandalas. Colors are very personal and the mandalas can look very different depending on what you use. So the link to my Facebook group is in the description of this video, and I hope to see you there. Take care. Bye.